I thrifted this for 15 Rand, and while everyone else saw a throwover, I saw a statement jacket, and that's what we're going to be sewing today. Hi, I'm Ravi, a self-taught fashion designer, learning as I go. Welcome back to my channel. Let's get sewing. We're gonna start by folding over one end of the poncho, right sides touching, and then I'm marking out how big I want the body of the poncho to be. I don't want it too tight. And then the top part of that same section, I'm gonna use it for the turtleneck. I have also positioned all my pieces in a way that leaves the original finishing ends of the poncho untouched so that I don't have to hem anything. Since we are not using the pattern anymore to cut out the pieces, we're just gonna have to makeshift our own armholes, and there's a little diagram here to help you understand how I got to making my own. Since one side was cut on fold, we're just going to have to pin one side down and sew that, and then onto the turtleneck part we're gonna have it right sides touching, and then we're gonna sew the open side close. And with this fabric, I just had to choose which side I wanted to be the right side out. Now moving on to the arms, I want to leave the fringe as the bottom of the arms. Again, I do not want to hem anything with this fabric, and I'm not even sure how I'm going to overlock the inside seams because it's a little too thick for my overlocker. So now we're gonna go ahead and also transfer those armholes that I cut on the body of the piece to the arm. After cutting the armhole bits, we're gonna go ahead and stitch the open sides of the arm closed. Now that I have all the pieces, we're gonna go ahead and turn the arms the right side out, and then we're going to be putting them on the inside of the body piece. The body piece is the wrong side out, hence having the right side of the arm touch the right side of the body piece, and then we're gonna pin along the armhole. have to trim this like a hedge because a lot is going on. Now imagine. Let's put it on. This is the last part of today's sewing project. We're going to be attaching the neck to the rest of the jersey. I'm so obsessed with how this jacket thing turned out. Talk about a statement piece. Like, it's so loud and so expressive, and I love that. I was thinking to kind of trim off some of this little hanging threads and stuff, but I actually kind of like it just as it is, so I'm gonna leave that alone. And I think this was pretty easy to make. This was like one of the simplest things you can make and very beginner friendly as well. Turns out I didn't even need to use the pattern, and it turned out so good. And I feel like these jorts are like the perfect match for this statement piece. And if you want to see how I made these jorts, you can check out this video next, and I'll see you guys in my next one.
I got that shit in my cup, you know.